Well, everyone. Welcome back. It's a great Saturday night. All the snow is finally melted, so now I can get a proper video. The snow was in my way. Kept having to step in the slush or whatever you call it. It wasn't good, so yeah, so this is a little bit of, I'm providing some history about my doors in the past. I'm sure some people would be curious about that, so I will give it to you right now. Starting off with the small door, I know I have said it many times, but we did indeed used to have a Rainer 110-7 installed on this side. That broke like at the very beginning of 2015. Of course, I wouldn't know an exact date, but it broke in January of 15. So, yeah, and it was installed on the small door. And I'm a little disappointed that this was the replacement for it, because definitely was not the best option. But here we are. It's installed, and there's nothing I can do. Well, maybe I'll find a replacement for it, because it is very loud, so yeah, I mean, I can't exactly remember how the Rainer sounded, but I can be quite sure it sounded, less loud than this. That's pretty much all I can say at this point. And it actually, matter of fact, had two wall buttons. First of all, you can see the side right here. This wire does nothing anymore. My grandfather cut it down, so you can't really see it, but it was installed right here in this mark with the circle Alistair button. I showed it to you before. It used to be sitting here for years after the Rainer was replaced. And it was used as a side button for the actual wall button. I think it was like one of those skinnier Alistair buttons. It was silver, but the button in general was black. I don't know how to describe the button for some reason, but I think that was the button that was installed for this wall. Now for the big door, you guys know the previous opener that was installed was an M100 GDI, which I have in my room. I don't know if I informed you, but I finally removed it from the garage. I had it done. I was done with it sitting in here, so it's sitting in a warmer place now. But the M100 GDI is from 2001. The house was built in 1981, so that was not the original opener. I think most likely it was another 110-7 that used to be hanging here. I was looking closely at, not this door, but the old door. I could see sort of a ripped out, the mark of a spring-loaded door, bracket. So, if you don't know about the old Rainers, their door arm would come with this fancy, it was kind of weird looking, but at the end it was spread out to attach itself to a spring-loaded door bracket because of how fast the old Rainers are. So I think my garage used to have two old Rainers in here. So yeah, just the fact there was one on the small door. So yeah. And actually throughout my neighborhood, I've seen lots of old 110-7s. That house down there had two of them. They still have two of them, actually. And one's down this street. There's only two of them down there now. There used to be three, but those got replaced with Odyssey 1000s. So, yeah, so the Rainers in my neighborhood are all kind of starting to go away because, you know, it's 2026. Makes sense. You know, the years are going on, so yeah, but that's pretty much all the history I have about my garage, so we'll run down the noisy 8165 here. Sounding fairly quieter today. But, yeah, that's it. So, okay. Now, I will run the B2211. It's been very quiet. I'll be able to use the keypad. And there it goes. And believe it or not, we do still indeed have the box for the opener. It's right up there. Might get rid of it at some point, but it has all the parts I need for the M1 GDI in it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but we'll see. Alright, we will run. I'm not gonna run the 8165 anymore just because of how noisy it is. And I don't want to make it louder than it already is by it vibrating so much the light lens will pop open. So yeah, I just hope that doesn't happen because this thing is loud enough already. So I just can't imagine how loud it will be with the light lens hanging down. So yeah, we're only gonna stick with the B2211 for the rest of the video. And since I got an outside view of this store, we will get an outside view of there too. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but it's been a while, so. All right, I know for a fact with this store, I showed you the code once before. I don't want to make that mistake again. So I'm trying to be more aware of that now. But sometimes I'm just tricked out by focusing on making the video. Okay. Tell you what, we will do it, a sensor test. And I understand my vision on my phone is very blurry. Planning on getting a new one soon, hopefully, for my birthday this year, but hard to tell. Why didn't it work? That was strange. There we go. Okay. It does work. And with this being an MC model, light doesn't flash, obviously. So we'll run it down. You know what? I have an idea. We will use the remote. And I'll get you a view from this side, because I don't think I've really done that before. Or, actually, no, I have one time, but it's been a while. So, here it goes. Okay, guys, well, just a typical video, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.